think it's live now. Are we live?
It says you are live. It just said it.
All right. So I guess we're live. Today is a little different. I'm producing and being the bookkeeper and hosting and whatever. So we don't have any playing music today, but you are now tuning in to Ask a Bookkeeper with Stephanie Conley. And we have special guest today, Tim Santos with the Santos Agency of Health Markets. And so today we're talking insurance and all of the cool new plans and the extensions and everything that comes with all the fun with that. So Tim, why don't you introduce yourself to Facebook and tell everybody a little bit about yourself, how you got started in health insurance.
Okay. Yeah. So Tim Santos, Health Markets Insurance, Santos Agency. Me and my wife, Sally, you can find us at 1222 North Green Street in McHenry. We've been working together for about 1.5 years now, me and her. I've been doing health insurance for 5 years. Last month actually was my anniversary. So that was pretty cool. Came from the restaurant industry. That's actually where I met Sally. I don't know if you knew that. We met at KFC. She gave me my application there.
I think she sent me a picture of what you looked like back in the day.
Yeah. So I had the Pauly D blowout before there was, from Jersey Shore, before Pauly D was even a person, I think. But anyways, health insurance. So a lot of changes have been put in place as of April 1st. People who previously were not eligible for any sort of help through government subsidies through the marketplace are now eligible. So even if it's just a little bit, but many people are actually eligible for a lot of help. So for example, I saved a couple who are 63 years old. Last month, they weren't eligible for help. As of April 1st, they're now eligible for about $1,000 off of their monthly insurance premium. So $12,000 over the course of the year. It's pretty cool.
Should they send you like a little gift basket or?
Well, they're in Florida right now. So she said if she could kiss me through the phone, she would have. But, whatever. It's just like, I'll take that any day. Anyhow, so it's pretty cool. They're paying $1,800 a month previously for just two people, 63 and now $900. Just still like a lot of money to pay, but cutting it in half is pretty cool. So they make $122,000. The cutoff a month ago was $68,000. So they're literally making like double. So and they're cutting their insurance in half. So they would otherwise just not be eligible for anything or think that they're not. So I reached out and explained the situation to them, and we just seen what they were eligible for, and helped them out a lot. A lot of people here in McHenry, current clients, we had a huge open enrollment. Hundreds of people came into our office, and now I have to reach out to like hundreds of people and tell them, hey, I get to be the savior. You're paying this much. Guess what? Now you're paying this much. We got people paying less than $5 a month for some health insurance. We ran some numbers for your son, and that could be like cents, right? So it's crazy.
It'll be a significant savings for my household. So
yeah, absolutely.
I would definitely recommend double checking the plan because, like I was telling you in the green room, I got a letter the other day from Blue Cross Blue Shield saying that I get a $41 rebate that they're sending me. Or they're not going to send me, they're just going to apply it to next month's bill.
Yeah.
But running the numbers with you, like they could keep their $41 and I'll just, switch over. It's the same company, he'd get the same options for
much less,
for
sure. So even us from a personal standpoint, in McHenry and Lake County, there was significant increases in premiums due to some market fluctuation. Our premium went up $425, and with the new American Rescue Plan, it's going back down $230. So it's still up over last year, but getting a bunch of money back. So typically, if you get insurance through the marketplace, they are high deductible plans, and it's like tough to even justify paying what people are paying for their health insurance. So then when they use it, have to pay like $8,500, in like deductibles and stuff. So a lot of people were taking the savings and adding what's called supplemental insurance. If they have an injury or a major illness, we'd pay them cash to help offset their out of pocket, or they're adding dental and vision that they previously couldn't afford, or life insurance. So we're taking, let's say someone saving $200 now on their health insurance. we'll see what we can get for maybe 50, 60, $100 and still save them 100, but give them a much better plan. So on top of that, everybody in America has until we have a special enrollment period, again, through the American Rescue Plan through August 15th. So if you're not happy with your insurance plan, you can change it. You don't need to supply any documents to prove you have a special enrollment period. Literally anybody can apply now. And if you are currently on the marketplace, it's as simple as just clicking through, and all of a sudden you get a much lower premium for May 1st. You don't even need to resubmit anything. Just call me and I'll take care of it. Be 5 minutes of your time and I got it. You can save hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on your health insurance. So.
That's pretty crazy. So I have a question. I mean, I don't know if you could predict this, but with this American Relief Program, and all these premiums dropping down, is there a potential like risk for next year that it's going to be an insane premium, or
no? So actually this law is actually through 2022. So there's definitely no concern for the rest of this year or all of next year. And the cool thing about this, I forgot to mention, was if you were eligible, let's say you're eligible for $200 off, and now starting May, you get $200 off. It's actually going to be retro back to January 1st. So when you file your taxes, the $200 that you should have been paying for January, February, March, and April, you'll actually get that returned on your tax return as well. So a couple other big things here, which we're getting bombarded with right now is obviously due to COVID. This is all because of COVID. The whole reason why there's even such a thing happening right now. Many people lost their jobs and were offered COBRA. Part of the American Rescue Plan is that if you were on COBRA at any point from January 1st, 2020, let's say you decided it was too expensive, you didn't get a new job, you couldn't afford it. As of April 1st, those companies have 60 days to re-offer you COBRA. So you're going to be able to get back into your COBRA plan, but to top it off, they're going to have to pay for it through September. So you can opt back into your COBRA and then have no premium through September. It's crazy. Even more crazy is if you collected unemployment for even 1 week this year, you'll get a $0 silver level marketplace plan. You can have it through 2022. So essentially you have free insurance.
Wow.
It's crazy. So, and us as agents are like, come on, really? Like, how is that helping us? Actually, it doesn't matter what you pay. We're compensated by the insurance companies anyways, commission. So you can pay $0. It's totally fine. I'm happy to help you because we're still getting compensated for helping you. So I love it when people are paying next to nothing because it really doesn't affect me. I'm here to help.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. But anyways, that's part of where this $2 trillion bill that was signed, only a very small portion of it was stimulus checks. The other $1.5 trillion, a lot of it went to health insurance.
Oh, our proper producer just walked in. We're not it didn't show live on Facebook. Can you fix it? Well, it said I could see it, but can you, the alert didn't go out.
Well, we have Linda said hello.
Oh, that's my mom. So she says hi, but yeah, okay. She tunes into all my shows.
Hi, Mom.
But the alert on Facebook didn't go out when I hit the go live button.
Am I going to have to re-say all that?
No, I mean, it's being recorded, but, we're just having a little technical difficulty with it. So this is all for individual plans and policies. How is it impacting the people that are business owners that have group plans? Do they get same benefits? How do they qualify for those kind of benefits? Or
yeah, so this doesn't really have much impact on group insurance plans. So typically, from a business owner standpoint, if you started a group plan because you wanted better benefits as a business owner, many times that's the number one reason why they will, because you as the owner want to have more options. Like, for example, in McHenry, a business owner can have about 36 different Blue Cross Blue Shield options versus from an individual standpoint, you get 7. So, and then employers also have United Healthcare and Aetna and Humana and other carriers that aren't available to you as an individual. So many times people will start a business plan purely for the options, but also those plans tend to be about 30% cheaper. than the marketplace anyway. So if you previously were not eligible for help, a lot of business owners started a business plan so they could take advantage of better networks, better options, and a reduced cost. But mostly people start a business plan because they want to hire and retain employees. So offering benefits is usually the key as to why. But the thing is if you're offering benefits, those employees are no longer eligible to get a subsidy, no longer eligible for a reduced premium. Because if you have employer benefits available to you, then you can't take advantage of those same things as an individual can.
So, like, if I had staff, I could come into your office and we could weigh out the options, which would be more beneficial for my team.
Absolutely.
So either like you can potentially write individual plans for all of my team, or you can do the group policy, whichever kind of makes more sense.
Correct. Yep. So there is a company that I've worked with, and they were trying to put together a group plan for retention purposes and to just offer it to their employees. And their staff, though, is like kids are like 20, 22 years old, and they're not making a lot of money, but good money for 20, 22-year-old. And it actually was much cheaper for them to just buy an insurance plan on their own, get a subsidy. Some of them are paying like $40 a month versus it would have cost the employer $400 a month to insure. So I talked to the employer, talked to the individual, like, look, save your employer some money so they can give you a raise later. Don't have them offer you benefits and just take advantage of buying it on your own. It's going to be cheaper for everybody.
Right.
You save the employer money, then in turn it'll be a better work environment for you. But that's not always the case. So if people have families and things like that, they want their employer to offer benefits to them usually.
Okay. And then I know you mentioned about the life insurance also, about that up until semi-recently, I found out that you do the life too. Like, I just always have associated you with the health insurance. So so for the life, do you guys advertise that on your window?
It's on our window. Yeah. So the reason why you probably don't know that, and most people that we network with, is because when you get into a networking group, you got to stay in your lane. And life insurance is one of the, like, a part of a Swiss Army knife, right? So health insurance agents, property and casualty agents, financial advisors, planners, that's all one of our tools. So typically you get into a networking group and there's a P&C agent, there's a financial advisor. We're all able to do life insurance, so no one can talk about it. So unless you're in that group specifically for it. But yeah, we actually, like I said, just before I got here, I wrote up a couple life insurance policies. We have plans that are what's called simplified issue. So there's like 12 yes or no questions, and as long as you can answer no to all of them, it's it. You don't, no peeing in a cup, no blood draw, nothing like that. Send your payment information, it's done. We also have guaranteed issue plans. So even if you had months left, days left, it's who are you, how old are you, where you live, how are you paying, and it's done. Now those are more expensive because if you need a guaranteed issue life insurance policy, there's a reason why you need like you have cancer, you've had a heart attack, something like that. But we actually do have life insurance options for everybody in every situation. So even as young as 2 weeks old, we can put a whole life insurance policy in place that'll, a 2-week-old get $75,000 in life insurance. And we don't want to talk about things happening to our children. So it's never about the benefit. It's about the 4% interest that they earn over the lifetime of the plan. So it can help pay for college. It can help pay for a down payment for a home, whatever, or you're protecting their insurability. So when they have a family in the future, they don't, if they've had cancer, if they're overweight, like they already have a plan in place. So they don't have to, and they're going to be paying it at a rate of a 2-week-old. So at 2 weeks, you're talking $6 or $7 a month for like $50,000. Versus if you're 35 years old or 32 years old, it's going to be a little bit more than that, or 45.
How can people find you? We got a lot of listeners out there on the radio. If they want to know more about what you do, how do they find you?
Well, they can go to healthmarkets.com/tsantos, and all of our information is there. They can find us on Green Street. Let's meet on Green Street, right? 1222 North Green Street here in McHenry, right by the Chamber, right down the street from DC Cobb's and some other great restaurants and movie theater and stuff like that. So walk-ins are welcome. Stop in, say hi to Sally. She will talk your ear off. And so if we can't help you, it's just a pleasure to have met you. And that's really like what we kind of stand by. Like we don't, yes, we're business owners, but we don't look for a sale out of everyone who walks in the door. Like literally, we just kind of talk with you, and then the sale is second to us.
Yeah, and you're not sitting in the room. I know a lot of people aren't, but here's the geekiness about this. Steph gets jacked up and excited about talking about numbers. Tim's the same way. I'm just sitting here catching this energy. Like insurance is kind of boring, and this man is like he's excited about it. He's talking about it. And I got to say, when my family needed him and needed health insurance, he got us in the right product too. So for somebody who has done business with him, absolutely 100% education first, and to make sure that you're comfortable with what you're doing.
Yeah. We love what we do. So me and Sally both come from a customer service background and management. And, our management background really had nothing to do with actually like managing the business, but more managing the people, helping them to succeed, helping them to promote them to the next level. And it's almost like we use our opportunities and discussion. I can talk about this forever, but to really educate you on what you're doing, educate you on what you're buying, so you understand what it's like when you actually go and use your health insurance versus thinking that, well, if I pay this premium, everything is covered, and then you're shocked, things like that. So we use every opportunity we can to help educate people, and hopefully they like what we have to say, and we do business. And if not, that's okay. Just tell your neighbors about us. There's never any charge to work with us, so there's literally no harm in just coming to see if you're in the best spot. And if you are in your best spot, I'm just going to tell you that you are. And that's it.
Well,
pretty cool.
You can't beat that level of honesty. So,
I tell you right now, so there's a lot of people that have been paying for Cobra, right? And I'm talking with a lot of them, and they have no idea that their Cobra is now going to be paid for through September. And these are opportunities for me, if I was not the person who operates with the integrity that I want to, that I could take them and say, oh, you're paying $700 a month for Cobra. Did you know that I could get you a plan for $400 a month? And just kind of snake them out of their what's going to be essentially free Cobra for them through September. Can't you miss that part of it? But part of this American Rescue plan by President Biden is to pay for people's Cobra's premiums through September. And if they previously opted out of their Cobra or let it lapse because it was too expensive, businesses are going to have to re-offer it to those people within 60 days and then pay
That's
for
huge.
it. And then pay for it. It's part of the other $1.5 trillion that went into that bill that nobody was really aware of where that money was going. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, pretty cool. But anyways, the integrity part of it is like, look, I could help you now. I would be helping myself more than you, though. So keep your Cobra. Things are going to fall in place for you. And then we'll talk in September, October, open enrollment.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then with this past year, right? Sally's been with you for like a year now, right?
Yeah.
She just had her 1 year anniversary. So before you were kind of a one-man band.
Yeah.
And then you grew, and now you brought Sally on. I don't want to say hired because she's your other half, but
And I don't pay her,
so you you brought Sally on. Do you think that looking into what 2021 is kind of starting off for you guys, do you think you would expand and add additional agents to your location? Or do you think you guys, how does that kind of work from a small business perspective?
You know what? We have thrown around the idea of even hiring on like an admin person or someone to essentially do like what Sally does right now. So she's a licensed agent as well, but she's what I call the face that runs the place. So she's the person that you see, that you meet first when you come through our front door. And because she's much prettier than I am, so that's what I want it to be. Plus her personality shines, and it's really her personality that has, our business grew 300% from 2019 to 2020. And it was really, it wouldn't have if it was just me. Not because the work ethic isn't there, but like I can find other things to do in a day. So she holds me accountable to be there. I hold her accountable as well to make sure she's giving the phone calls and following up with people. So we know that when I told her she could leave her job and come and work for us right before Thanksgiving in 2019. It's like, take the holidays off, come and work for the family, starting in January. We knew that we had to be all in. And part of being all in was getting the storefront. We're very prideful of our storefront. We love it. We love like the feeling of it, tried to make it as homey as possible. And I tell people all the time, I've spent the first 4 years of my career going to your home. So if I ask you to come out and meet me, I want you to feel like you're coming to mine without actually coming to mine. So there's couch and TVs and kitchen table and things like that. So
Michelle says, hi, Tim and Steph. I have to say, Tim did an amazing job with our team. Truly explained everything very clearly and very honest. Highly recommend him. Stephanie is a phenomenal bookkeeper. We are very grateful for her awesome work. Oh, thanks, Michelle with Clean Bee.
Yeah, so Michelle, and I'll just kind of put it out there. So she's actually we were working on a group plan together. And when I met with her people, number one, her employees love her and Dave. They talk about their company, that they're awesome, and they're currently hiring. By the way, so
that is true.
I met with all of their employees and Dave and Michelle, and they had nothing but good things to say about them. And when it came down to it, it was like, look, you can put a plan in place right now, and it's gonna maybe help with hiring, but you got a good solid team, and they understand that it'd just be cheaper for them to purchase it on their own versus it costing you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars every month to insure them. So the team was very understanding about it. They understood that things can change, obviously. And with group insurance, what's cool is there's no enrollment period for it. So if you want to start a group insurance plan, all you need is one W-2 employee. They don't even have to be eligible for the plan. They could be 1 hour every 6 weeks or whatever it is. As long as they show up as you're paying them, you can start a group plan effective the first of the next month. In some cases, it can go retro to the first of this month if you want. And I do all the work. It's just a few signatures and you send in a check and it's done. That's pretty awesome.
Well, that's something to think about. So if I hired a person and they were
outside
just
of your family though.
Oh.
Yeah. We've talked about this before.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So
let me get back to that. So
I still have this fear of hiring, so
I kind of went off the question a little bit. So expanding our office, we've actually entertained that idea. The vice president of our territory has sent me some new agents, and this is not like something that is for everybody, for sure. And there's no hourly wage involved here. It's a grind. It took me 4 years of kind of a roller coaster grinding it out because the frustration sets in. New people aren't coming in, or people are canceling policies for whatever reason it is. And, it's a roller coaster as far as income, and nothing is guaranteed. So, and in my industry, health insurance, like there's a lot of people who are like, this is just robbery anyways. So like, they don't feel like it's worth it. They don't understand the value of it. So it's just a difficult thing to get. So we've tried to bring on a couple people, and it's more frustrating for me just to see like not everyone's work ethic is like get out there and grind and like make it happen. Like they just kind of want to hand it to you a little bit, hand it to them. And then from an admin, as much as I want Sally to sell, because I know she'll help grow our business financially a lot, having someone replicate what she does, she's got a high standard for herself, and she's not going to want someone to come in and not perform to the level that she performs at. So as of right now, like if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Right.
That's kind of, we want it to grow, but then kind of reeled it back in. Like, you know what, we got a good thing going, and I don't need anything frustrating her or frustrating me right now. Like, let's just kind of stick to it.
And with the open enrollment now being extended to August 15th, does that kind of take some of that pressure off of you guys? Because normally your open enrollment is what, 60 days, 90 days? How long is it normally?
6 weeks.
Okay. So it's normally
November 1st to December 15th is your
normal.
It's a normal open enrollment. Now that also runs parallel with Medicare enrollment, which is October 15th to December 7th. So we grew our Medicare. That's for seniors or people who've been disabled for 24 months are eligible for Medicare. We grew that business, 100, 200%. I don't even know. On top of that, the normal health insurance at the same time. So, I was working 6 days a week, 10, 12 hours a day. I just refused to work on. I said, look, even God took a break on Sunday, right? So I can't do health insurance on a Sunday. But during that time, it's like we had 209 appointments, and that's pretty substantial for 6 weeks. That's a lot, and that was sales.
That's humping.
So that wasn't, and honestly, so we do what's called a fact finder on everybody. It's a folder, and it's just got your basic information, your doctors and things like that. And we saved the ones we didn't make a sale on, and it's a very small stack. So most of the people that we saw,
you converted?
Yeah, we converted over to us, so they trust us. And the amount of referral business that we've gotten from those clients and over 2020 has just been phenomenal. We're like a 50% right now referrals to like cold calling leads and different other marketing things. So
like normally after open enrollment, then for the remainder of the year, do you guys so what kind of happens? Like, do you wait for people to kind of
so
be in between jobs or stuff like
a lot
that?
of things happen. So with Medicare, thousands of people turn 65 every day. And so we help people who turn 65 navigate the craziness, which is Medicare, which a lot of people that we talk to think it's very cut and dry. Like, okay, I turned 65 and now the government's paying for, there's a lot that's involved in that actually. There's a lot of plans out there that don't cost them anything to have, which we love to talk about with them, because when you get to that age, typically you're getting into, if you're not already on a fixed income, and every dollar is so much more valuable than someone who's maybe got employment, not living on Social Security. So we are able to talk with people about that all throughout the year. Business owners starting business, dental and vision. So all of those people who maybe were on the fence about adding dental and vision during open enrollment typically come trickling in throughout the year, and they add those things, and life insurance, and we do supplemental insurance like Aflac type of policies and stuff like that too. So people turn 26 every day too, so they're booted off their parents' insurance and need to get their own. There's definitely a big pool of people every day that we can help. It's just not so chaotic as those 6 weeks during open enrollment is. So, and I'm licensed Illinois, Wisconsin, Florida, and as of today, South Carolina as well.
Well, congratulations.
Why South Carolina?
So
Good vacation place?
No, I've never been there actually.
Is that right?
But again, going above and beyond for our clients, I have a current client who we just saved between, it's like $1,100 a month we saved in their health insurance premiums.
Wow.
And she is visiting her future in-laws in South Carolina right now and was telling them about me. And they're on Medicare and are paying a ridiculous amount of money. And there's probably nothing I can do to help them right now with it. But when Medicare enrollment comes back around, I can. So it's like, well, let me get my South Carolina license. And then when Medicare enrollment comes around, fine, it's $50 and I can help them, and they can refer me to their neighbors and friends and stuff out there too. And
you have to take the test?
No, as long as I have a resident license here, it transfers over to a non-resident license. And in most states, it's pretty simple.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And Tim, since he missed the ball throwdown, he brought his balls.
Here, I brought you some balls. My balls, Kent.
Hey.
They're green. They're not blue.
Well, yeah. Thank God.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
So
perfect right there.
Now we got some Santos agency balls. Let's take home.
It looks good on camera.
Yeah, I'm sure. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and move that. I don't think I need to be talking into that microphone. Anyways, yeah. So it's been crazy. We love what we do, and we love, that the lady who goes on vacation and talks about their insurance agent.
That's awesome.
I've never heard of that before.
So
and I was
awesome.
like blown away, which is why I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get my license there. I don't care. And that's why I got licensed in Florida. Actually, one of Sally's coworkers beat cancer, right? She had breast cancer. She beat it. And she was looking for life insurance. And there's there's nothing I can do if I'm not licensed there. I can't
Right.
even see what's available. So I got my license there. I have yet to use it there, but it's there if I need it. And a lot of people go to Florida and know people in Florida. We know people there, so maybe I'll be able to help them. And Wisconsin, my whole family's from there, and her family is mostly from there as well. So we got clients all over Wisconsin and all over Illinois.
And then if people come by your office, you have Disney Plus with a nice little couch for the kids to sit
do.
on. You got a miniature Mortal Kombat for them to play on, so it's very
We do. We even have
family
a small,
friendly.
like, putting green for I
Golfers
say for the
there.
kids, but it's usually for the dads
For the
that
golfers
are
out
there.
there.
So Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. We got Netflix. We got Disney Plus. All of those apps on the TVs.
Everything that
TVs,
makes
so.
for a productive office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? You got to have something to clear your mind, right? So not everything is all roses all the time. Sometimes it is frustrating conversation, or things just aren't going our way, and got to take it out and be Sub-Zero for a little bit and beat up Scorpion on Mortal Kombat.
That's right.
That helps. That helps. And Sally usually has her gangster rap going too during the day. That helps keep her.
I heard it the other
mind
day.
right. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. And we're next door to Dawn Bremer, so she always.
It's always
pops
lively over there.
Yeah, there's always a lot going on Green Street, and we like it that way. We love Green Street, as many people who follow us or friends of us know. I knew when I moved in there to that office that we're in the oldest building on the street, and nothing was going to bring people to me unless I really partnered up and started promoting our business. And the best way I found to do that was to partner up with other people in the area. If I promote them, they'll promote me. And it's been lovely ever since. So
That is good.
yeah,
So we're at the bottom of our half hour. It went by really quick.
that is really cool.
But yeah, so if you want to give everybody one last time how to get a hold of you, where you're at,
Yeah,
all that fun stuff.
Healthmarkets.com/T Santos. You can find all of our information there. You can stop in 1222 North Green Street here in McHenry. That's it. Follow us on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook. You'll hear all about our business.
Nice.
Okay, well, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Stephanie Conley with Steph's Bookkeeping Service. You could reach me at 847-942-3004 or stephsbooks.com. You could fill out our pricing calculator. And I guess we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Thank you.